Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. It's gotta be said, Black Ops 6 Zombies is being blasted with hate right now. Absolutely, the community is up in arms after the new reveals that happened yesterday at Call of Duty Next, where they gave us this Liberty Falls trailer, which looked fantastic, but then we saw the actual gameplay itself, and Call of Duty fans are just not happy with this right now, man. I can't go anywhere. Twitter, Reddit, YouTube comments, anywhere. People are just bashing Liberty Falls right now. They are not happy in any way, shape, or form, and I think there is some very valid criticism out there. The big thing about this is initially we got Terminus Island. We got the trailer for that, followed by some actual gameplay, which was kind of Activision's way of trying to combat all the people that were leaking the multiplayer. They thought, okay, we'll just show some straight up zombies gameplay, some official stuff that they could control. Well, that gameplay looked fantastic. It looked just like regular zombies. It has such a creepy vibe, round-based zombies. Everyone's like, man, we are back. We are absolutely back. This is incredible. We're going to have so much fun this year. And then yesterday we saw Liberty Falls and the trailers looked fantastic. But when people saw the actual gameplay, they just seemed to be ridiculously let down. And I think that's because of a couple things. Number A, it doesn't really look like a zombies map. In a lot of ways, it looks more like a multiplayer map. It looks like an open world kind of a vibe, similar to what we had with Modern Warfare 3 with their open world zombies and Urzikstan. It kind of looks like that. It's small town West Virginia. Like, if you told me that this was like going to be an update in Fallout 76, I would believe you. But it doesn't really stop there. People are upset that there's no new boss zombies that were added. Like, basically all the same boss zombies that we've seen before, they are here. That's pretty much it. We have the same wonder weapons with the return of the jet gun coming back. So it's kind of like they just took a multiplayer map almost and then threw some zombies in there and kind of called it a day. That's what I'm gathering from the community. If I go and look at like Noah J, for example, look at the comments on his channel here. Bro, why do they keep intertwining zombies and Warzone? Why can't we get the OG shit? My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Abraham Lincoln, of course. Getting more disappointed the more I watch zombies gameplay. After this shit, I'll probably have to play Black Ops 3 again for the next 4 years. And it just continues on and on like that if you scroll through the comments here. Then if you go over to Reddit, it's pretty much the exact same thing. I'm sorry, but this doesn't even look like zombies so far. And when you look at the image, I kind of get it. Mr. Waffles right there is pretty much perfect. Like, what a reaction. I get it. It looks like a multiplayer map. It really does. It kind of looks like more of the same from what we saw back during Modern Warfare 3. My hype for Black Ops 6 Zombies after seeing the Liberty Falls gameplay. This trailer did not fit the vibe of this map at all, which kind of feels like a bait and switch to an extent because the trailer looked incredible, but then the gameplay itself looked a bit lifeless and lackluster. And speaking of lifeless, this is coming in from Kilo Petra Games. This is a great example of how zombies used to be. Here we have Mob of the Dead, we have Horizon Draha, and then you look at the comparison, like what zombies kind of looked and felt like back in the day compared to what zombies has looked like more recently, right? It's just kind of like it's homogenizing zombies into the multiplayer and into the Warzone experience, and that is turning off a lot of fans. The Terminus Island gameplay looked fantastic. It looked like a true return to form for round-based zombies. Fans were very excited when they saw this, and of course we learned a lot more at Call of Duty Next as well. For example, we do know that we're going to have our own mastery camos in zombies, similar to what we had back during Black Ops Cold War, and I will say the camos do look pretty good overall. We did learn that of the two maps that are going to be there at launch, Liberty Falls and Terminus Island, that we're going to be having full main quests on both of them, and there's going to be a third map added to the game before the end of the year. So presumably, I'm not sure how the dates are going to work out, but presumably like Season 1 Reloaded, maybe sometime in December, there's going to be a third zombies map being added to the game. There's going to be a directive mode, which is going to kind of help direct players through the main quest so they actually finish things, because Treyarch has gone on record to say that they are not happy whatsoever with the percentage of people that actually finish the zombies storyline. So they're going to have a directive mode that kind of walks people through the main quest, and of course you can try to figure it out yourself and do it that way as well. Overall, Zombies has a lot of good content being added, but people are just not impressed whatsoever with Liberty Falls. And I suppose the saving grace, for me personally, and I'm sure for many of you out there, is there are two maps at launch. It's not as if Liberty Falls is going to be the only Zombies experience that we have on tap when the game comes out in October. Also, I think Zombies is one of those things that is much better experienced as compared to witnessed, especially at an event like COD Next. Like, when you have face cams, when you have the COD Next branding, when you have the commentators talking over it, of course, you could have watched individual live streams and got rid of all of that. But if you're watching COD Next and your perception of the game is from COD Next, it completely just warps everything. Like, going back to Black Ops Cold War, I think it can be said that Die Maschine was regarded as a relatively good map. Like, I don't think people really seem to hate it all that much. I might be wrong. I'm really more of a multiplayer guy, but for me personally, I enjoyed the map, and it seems like the community as a whole also kind of enjoyed the map, because when you're playing on it, you have that creepy atmosphere. You have the music, the sound of the zombies. Like, zombies can be very immersive at times, as compared to when you're watching Call of Duty Next and you just have all the announcers talking. You've got the face cams everywhere. You have the pixelated gameplay from the live stream footage, of course, and it just isn't really a great way to show off a brand new zombies experience. Like, again, Die Maschine, I would say, was a map that people tended to enjoy back during Cold War, yet let's watch this footage here as if it were from Call of Duty Next, and you can see how in that atmosphere, even a map that people like kind of looks like shit.
Beyond that, in the live seasons.
So what I can say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
Really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about.
Like, do you guys see what I mean there? Like, if you guys were watching that live and it was like the reveal of the map, you'd probably be looking at it like, man, this has like really no soul whatsoever. And of course, the UI does look like multiplayer, having the mini map being there and everything, but there will be customization within Black Ops 6 to allow us to have more of an immersive HUD. I'm pretty sure it's actually one of the default presets, in fact, where you can just go through and get rid of the mini map, get rid of all the extra stuff that you don't want if you want to get more immersed in your zombies experience. But overall, I will say the map itself does not have that classic Treyarch Zombies vibe. I think it's an interesting multiplayer idea, like literally like a small town in West Virginia, kind of lost in time, you know, in the 90s, where you got video stores and bowling alleys and neon lights and comic book stores and traps in the comic book store where like a female superhero has laser eyes that hurt you as well as take out zombies. Like, it's an interesting premise for sure, but it doesn't really have that same soul that something like Terminus Island does. I suppose it's one of those things where it's just going to be a map that people are going to go in and they're probably going to play it maybe a bit more than you think, because it's going to be a smaller map, therefore probably better for grinding challenges and camos. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to be the kind of map that fans are going to remember as one of the greatest of all time, or something that really changed the game for Treyarch Zombies and helped push zombies forward. Again, though, I'm happy we have two maps. I'm sure that hardcore zombies fans are going to much prefer Terminus Island as compared to Liberty Falls, but having Liberty Falls there as a side option almost is good. There will be a main quest. Hopefully the Easter egg there is good. Maybe that makes things a little bit better over time. I mean, Call of Duty Next, obviously, like, everything is locked in there, you know what I mean? So you're not really going to experience the totality of Liberty Falls at an event like Call of Duty Next, and who knows, maybe they're going to make some changes to the map between now and launch. I saw a very cool suggestion. I think it was in a YouTube comment. I'm having a hard time finding it, but the person said it would be cool if Liberty Falls started off daytime like this, because daytime zombies, it has a place, I would say, but it doesn't really give off that creepy vibe. What if, as you're playing through Liberty Falls, the further you go in rounds, the day goes on, the day goes on, the day goes on, until eventually it's nighttime, and then things get even crazier. Like, let's say you get up to round 30, and now suddenly it's completely nighttime. That would change the atmosphere of the map entirely, but I don't know if they're really going to want to go through and try to dynamically add something like that to the game. Maybe they're happy with what they have now. I'm not entirely sure, but it is safe to say that right now, Black Ops 6 Zombies is getting blasted with hate, when it's kind of weird. Like, when we saw the Terminus Island stuff, people were like, man, this is awesome, we are so back. And then people see Liberty Falls, they're like, oh, this looks awful, I hate everything about this, like almost forgetting the Terminus Island is going to be part of the game as well. I don't know, the community seems very torn on zombies right now, and I am very interested to hear what you guys think about it down there in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for listening to this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.